Hello and welcome to Manufacturer's Diary, a show where we spotlight India's leading manufacturing brands and the minds behind them. Today, we are delighted to have Mr. Sameep Desai, CEO of Omega Elevator, with us. Hello, sir. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
Omega Elevator has grown from a small family business to a national brand over the last 40 years. So, which early values still guide your leadership today, and how do they influence the decisions you make in the company?
Yes, our scale has definitely changed. We have grown, but our values have not changed. The first and foremost value was accountability to the customer. By customer, this business is a unique business wherein we have actually two customers. The first one is the buyer, and the last one is the user. It's a long-term product, wherein the design life is meant to be at least 25 to 30 years. So our first customer is the developer. And after that, the customer is the end user who is going to use that elevator for the next 25 years. So yes, we have kept both our customers in mind while designing the product, and the design is meant for Indian conditions. So it's a make in India for India product.
Right. Omega has launched many first in India innovations. Which one do you think has made the biggest impact on elevator safety or user experience or reliability?
Over the past 40 years, we really have had a lot of innovations, but the core of all those innovations is not, a high-end product, but the right product for the right kind of users. So initially the VVBF drives came in, then the gearless technology came in, then later we had smart elevator introduced. So all these innovations came in the past 40 years, but the core has been again design for India, operate for India, basically cater to the Indian challenges wherein we have power fluctuations. In most of the cases, the elevators are less than the actual number of elevators which are supposed to be there in the building. So high demand, high usage, and environmental conditions. So all these conditions have come into play. And to answer your question in specificity, I believe the smart elevator was the most innovative product according to us, because that is going to shape the future. AI and everything is going to get integrated inside.
The industry is becoming smarter. So, how is Omega using its technologies like AI, IoT, remote monitoring so as to enhance performance, predict maintenance needs, and offer better and faster service?
See, initially when we did not have smart elevator, which is pre 2014, the maintenance was all reactive maintenance. Customer calls up, we go, we solve, and that's about it. There was no monitoring. Now, post 2014, we have monitoring of our elevators. The data also gets recorded. By data, I mean only operational data of the elevator. There is no personal data which is being captured by us. And based on that recorded data, the algorithms run a predictive analysis through which you can maybe down few years down the line be able to predict now the elevator is going to fail at what time, maybe on which floor, and you can run your preventive maintenance accordingly. Coming to AI and ML, they both are going to play a vital role here. The Just for an example, the wow experience for an elevator would be that you press the button and the elevator comes immediately to serve you in a matter of seconds. Now, just an example, you have a student going to school every day at 7 a.m. in the morning. We know that he is going to press the button between 6:55 to 6:58. The elevator has recorded this from Monday to Saturday. He will be pressing that button. So based on that machine learning, the elevator will be parked either at his floor or somewhere near his floor, so that as soon as he presses the button, the elevator is there to serve him. That is the kind of capability that we are going to get from AI and with machine learning. This is just an example. The possibilities are endless. You imagine and it will work.
Okay, very nicely explained by you. Okay, as elevators become connected and data driven, cybersecurity, privacy concerns, they're also growing. So,
Sure.
what steps Omega has taken so as to protect users and secure data in smart elevator systems?
So our protocol is a secure protocol, and that protocol is encrypted. I mean, the data which is going to travel is a encrypted data. So the decryption process cannot happen in between anywhere. It can happen only at our server. And we have all the necessary protections built into the servers. So there is a less chance that you can have an issue here. Till date, since 2014, we haven't had a single issue. So we hope for the best.
100%. Okay, so Omega serves many different sectors
Yes.
like homes, offices, hotels, hospitals, and industries. So, how do you design products so that they meet these ever changing needs while still maintaining high quality?
So, this is where the 40-year legacy kicks in. The benefit of a 40-year legacy is seen here, wherein over the past so many years, we have developed products designed for residential, commercial, hospital, hospitality, everything. Each segment has its own specific requirements. I'll cite an example that in case of a hospital, the most valuable thing is the hygiene and the comfort in which the passenger enters. For an example, if you take a stretcher inside an elevator, you have certain slotted bottom seals. So the stretcher, when it enters, there will be a khad 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 when it enters. It's not comfortable to the patient. We have had a slotless bottom seal wherein the patient will be very very easily taken inside without that rough feeling or that noise. Secondly, when the patient enters the elevator, the ceiling light can be dimmed so that he doesn't feel that direct light. Third, if it is a bed elevator, we have bed detection systems, we have wheelchair detection systems, wherein once the bed has entered the elevator, the cabin is then completely full. There is no space for anybody else to enter. So ideally, the lift should not stop at any other floor. It should directly go to the floor where the bed is supposed to move out of the elevator. So with the bed detection system, this is possible. So just an example about different segments have different requirements.
Very minute details you are talking about.
Yes, because that's where our strength lies. Our strength lies in customization and understanding the end user's requirements.
Elevator market is very competitive with strong global leaders in India. So, what makes Omega different in terms of engineering, service networks, and long-term customer relationships?
I'll say flexibility, customization, and a customer centric approach. We should have our ears open to what the customers are trying to say. And we have processes, we have systems, everything said and done, but we are still very flexible to our customers' needs. If a customer wants certain kind of customizations, we are happy to provide those customizations. Like for an example, if you have a commercial building wherein everybody is moving from bottom floors to the top floor in the morning hours, everybody moves in from the top floor to the bottom floors in the evening hours, and maybe there is a canteen facility at the 8th floor, then we have to have that time based parking wherein in the morning most of the elevators should be parked on the lower floors, in the evening few at the top, few in middle, and in the lunch hours one of the elevators should be consistently available at that lunch floor. Now these kind of customizations are required, for which we are very open to understanding the customer's needs. We also are open towards customizations in terms of aesthetics or in terms of usage. For example, during COVID-19, probably we were the only people who first offered the touchless solution, wherein the customer doesn't need to touch the elevator buttons. Or we had that UVC cabin disinfection system, wherein when the people move out of the cabin, There is a motion sensor which detects there is nobody in the cabin and it sanitizes the cabin with UVC rays. So, all these flexibilities, customizations, and customer centric approach probably, through all these three things, we have, made a position in the elevator industry for ourselves.
So, as cities build more high rise towers, what future challenges do you see in vertical mobility, and how is Omega preparing to handle these challenges by 2030?
With high rise buildings increasing, energy management would be one key area to focus on, and reliability of the product under high usage. That will be a factor. The high rise buildings will have multiple elevators, and those elevators should have an uptime in excess of 99%. In fact, with our smart elevators, we have documented a uptime of 99.5%, which is at par with the internet lease line companies. But yeah, we try to go further. So an elevator should not be down. It should be under service. It should remain in service for the users. So these are the challenges which would be there for high-rise buildings, and we are quite prepared for them.
Thank you, sir. It was such a lovely interaction with you.